Good morning. It is Tuesday, August the 6th, 2024, and today is a new vlog. If you're new here, my name is Charlotte. I am the trauma-informed teacher, and I do twice weekly vlogs on teacher lifestyle, teacher self-care, and classroom teaching tips. So welcome. I'm so glad to have everyone here today. Today is going to be a kind of like August set myself up for success. I guess you could say monthly reset day. Hurricane Debbie or Tropical Storm Debbie, whichever it happens to be when it gets here, is on its way from Florida to North Carolina. And we are preparing today, and we're probably going to be spending some time in the house later this week. So I'm trying to get everything set up. This is my last week before teacher work days. I want my house to be like clean and organized and ready to go. So I'm going to do a couple of things today. Like one thing on my list is to clean out the refrigerator. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And then we're going to go grocery shopping because we need a few things before the storm hits. I'll probably do a little bit bigger shop like next weekend before school starts. But I'm just trying to set myself up so that we have everything that we need and things will run really efficiently once we get a little bit busier. So I'm going to clean out the fridge. I'm hoping to reorganize a few of my cabinets today, maybe after we get home and are putting groceries away. I can do that. And then I also want to make sure that all the laundry is done, including my pillows and rugs that I have for school that I need to bring in. Yesterday, we were extremely busy and moved in most of my teaching stuff to my new classroom. So if you haven't seen that vlog, I will put a link up here so that you can click in and watch that after this one. But I had a lot of stuff, and so yesterday was a super busy day, but I wasn't able to bring in my pillows and rugs because they do need to be washed. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna clean any of my clothes that I will be using for school, just make sure everything is like organized in my closet so I can find it quickly. Maybe even pick out some of my outfits for the first week of school. We can have some fun doing that. And then we have some painting projects that we need to do over the next couple of days. I have my bookcases that I bought off Marketplace and some bar stools that I want to paint, all of them to coordinate with my colors in my classroom. So it's going to be a busy and eventful vlog. Yeah, just come along with me for the fun. So my plan is to cut up and freeze those tomatoes, except the ones that we were going to eat right at this very moment. Put them in the freezer bag. Did you know this was in here? Preferably, we need a bunch of bottles right now. Is this weird to you? He hasn't done this in a while. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so now I have to figure out which of these I'm actually keeping and which I'm tossing. Condiments. Condiments are the problem, folks. All right, I'm gonna start sorting these things by often used and less used. As you know, my channel is all about teacher self-care, and this time of year, I really like to plan ahead, get my space organized, and make things flow better for myself, because I know once we get back into those really busy days of August and September, when we're totally focused on school and our attention needs to be elsewhere, our houses just sort of maintain themselves and we don't have to do a whole lot. It just feels so nice to come home to an organized house, to be able to find what you need, to have clean clothes, clean towels, clean refrigerator, and some meal prep done. It's just a really nice way of setting yourself up for success throughout the school year. Another way that I prepare for the new school year is by stocking up on all of the basic groceries that I know that I'm going to need so that I don't have to take the time to run out, especially where we live. It's 30 minutes to a major grocery store, and that's just something that I don't feel like doing on a school night after I've already been at work all day. So the more we can get our basics stocked up, it just saves me time and gives me some peace of mind knowing that I can come home and I have the things that I need, our favorite ingredients to make whatever meals we're going to make in the evening. Here comes the tropical storm. She's here. Put on a sweatshirt because I was freezing because I got rained on. I went outside in the drizzle. It started off as drizzle, and I was just trying to work in my garden and get things ready before the storm. I staked up my humongous zucchini plants so that they will hopefully not get completely destroyed depending on how much wind we have. And then I staked up my tomato plants for the same reason, and I harvested some zucchini and some of my herbs, and I'm gonna try a recipe for using zucchini leaves because I had like so many extra leaves and I had to get rid of some of them. So it's kind of like a collard green recipe. So yeah, I got rained on, and while I was out there working, the rain just decided to get worse and worse, and so I came in here and I was like soaked. So I changed into this sweatshirt, which is super comfy. I got this when we were in Pennsylvania. Let me share my little grocery haul with you. The grapes are walking off. We bought grapes. Got some sunflowers, which I need to put in a vase before they start wilting. Let's do that right now. This is a temporary fix, but it will keep them until I can put them where I want to. All right, let's turn this light on so we have a little bit better lighting here. Okay, we will start down here. First, we got a couple of things for hurricane or tropical storm snacks, so hence the mozzarella sticks and Red Robin onion rings, which I've never tried these before, but I hope they are as good as the ones that are actually in the restaurant because they're amazing. Got some eggs, we were low, and some butter, cream cheese, frozen vegetables, and then just some like pasta, some oranges, baby oranges, a graham cracker crust, and some whipped topping because I'm gonna make a peach pie, a couple of jars of spaghetti sauce, and of course, because I don't have enough condiments already, Olive Garden ranch dressing and chunky blue cheese. I got these chicken pot stickers, which are one of my favorite meals. I usually eat them with like a salad or veggies or something. I got a couple of chopped salad kits to make meals. My favorite Colombian Peaks 8 o'clock coffee beans, and some more yogurt because I knew that I needed some. We were running low. Peanut butter, we always have to have around the house. Some spices that I was running low on, chipotle. These are actually for a recipe, a chicken recipe that I'm gonna make. I got 3 packs of chicken. 2 of them are in the downstairs freezer right now, but there's chicken thighs, and I got a couple of chicken breasts. And then Joe got cinnamon sugar for his coffee. I got smoked paprika, Also for recipes, these little square snack bags, because I'm making sure that I stock up on things like this before school starts for lunches. And then stevia, which is, that's the only sweetener that I can actually have that doesn't affect my fibromyalgia. Strawberries. We got some of these San Pellegrino Italian sodas, which are like a sparkling water, but it has a little bit more flavor to it because it has juice in it. And these are my favorite. That's like my little treat. Some romaine lettuce, and then we have some cleaning products, some just regular bleach, bathroom cleaner that we're out of, some dish soap that we're out of, and then I got some Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner. So yeah, that's the little grocery haul. I'm gonna get this stuff put away, and then I'm going to work on starting some dinner. And, you know, we have to find a use for these other 4 eggs. So that means we have to do some baking tonight. So that's all it takes. Darn, gotta do some baking. I'm gonna leave this here because I think I'm gonna make that tonight. Get all this stuff that I harvested from my garden, guys. All this basil, I need to dry it. The zucchini leaves, and then I got some sage down in there too. And then I went ahead and picked the zucchini that were anywhere close to being ready because I think the storm will probably be too hard on them. And I got these little cute, tiny baby cucumbers. And then these 2 bigger ones. So yeah, gonna go ahead and get some of these pillows going. I'm just gonna do 3 because I want them to be able to move around. So this is my favorite chicken thigh recipe. I am just making like a slather to go all over the chicken thighs and under the skin. It is just 1 small can of tomato paste, 1/3 cup of olive oil, the juice of 1 lemon. It's supposed to have garlic cloves in it, but I was out of garlic, so I used garlic powder instead. Probably used about a heaping tablespoon, but normally use 4 garlic cloves minced, and then a teaspoon each of oregano, smoked paprika, cumin, and black pepper, and it makes the most delicious slather / marinade ever. It makes these chicken thighs turn out so incredibly juicy. So I rubbed the slather all over the chicken. I used the entire recipe worth of slather. And then basically where all of the chicken breasts, where all the chicken meats, I just pressed onions in. So that's gonna make sure that it stays nice and tender. And we're gonna bake this on high heat. It's gonna bake for like at 425 for about 40 minutes or whenever it's cooked all the way through. So you have to keep an eye on it. Almost forgot one of the most important steps, which is to also add slices of tomato, and that's a fresh out of the garden tomato. So it's the next day, and we actually were able to go to the school today. The weather kind of like slowed down a little bit. So it was coming a little bit later than they thought. And also it's going a little bit more to the west. So it's going to be more in the central part of the state. So it might not even get that bad here, but it's definitely raining. And we've had a little bit of like puddling in the yard, and there's some pretty good sized puddles on the way home on the road. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it looks like over the next couple days. I'm getting ready to make some dinner, and then I'm going to change out the laundry, and maybe we can look at some of those outfits that I was talking about for the first week of school. All right, I just want to make a quick sausage and peppers meal tonight. Make some couscous with it. I have to figure out. I'm gonna cook it in. After a long, busy day at school, there's nothing better than coming home to a great meal. Making some large recipes ahead of time and having them to be able to just heat up when you get home is a great way of taking care of yourself, especially in August and September when your hours could be longer than normal, just trying to get your classroom set up and getting to know all your students and their families. Also, just having these really short meals that don't take very long to put together, like sausage and peppers, that's a great thing to pull out and have the ingredients available so that when you're tired, you can put something together quickly. All right. Good morning. I didn't really get to film any more last night because we were just kind of relaxing. Our dinner was absolutely delicious, and I ate some zucchini bread that I made from things in my garden. And now I am just putzing around the house doing a few little things. I decided to go ahead and put these flowers in a vase so that they will last a little bit longer. I love to have fresh flowers in the house, and I especially love sunflowers this time of year. They're just so cheery, and they really bring the feeling of the change of the seasons. They're still summery, but I'm not ready to give up and just resort to fall decor yet, but these make me happy when I look at them. I have these pillows that I used in my classroom last year, and they have taken a beating. I just don't feel comfortable bringing them in to a new classroom in a place that I've never been before. I just want everything to look nice and fresh. So I bought these pillow covers earlier when I was redoing the bedroom decor. If you haven't watched that video, I'll link it up here on the right so that you can watch it after this one. But I redid my bedroom decorations like maybe in February, and I originally ordered these pillow covers, but they were too bright. Well, I noticed yesterday when I was in my classroom that there's actually an orange accent color that goes really well with my blues because of the fire in my mural that I have for the campground. So I thought these might actually work really well for my pillows in my classroom. These are just for kids sitting around reading in the library, and anytime that they're working like in a different area of the room that might not have a rug. It's just something kind of cozy for them to use to sit on so that they don't have to sit on the hard floor. So I want to make sure that they look nice, and I wasn't sure if these were going to fit at first because they're actually a little bit of a size larger than the covers, but I was able to kind of overstuff them and get them in there. I'll just have to make sure the kids know that they're not supposed to open them because if they unzip them, I might not get them back. Look at this one lone rose from my climbing rose that's sticking way above everything else. I'm sitting in the car watching the rain and listening to the wind start to kick up because with all of the driving that we do, my makeup bag actually resides in the car. And I decided I wanted to film a video today of teacher outfits, so I didn't want to look bad, frumpy. So I'm in here doing my makeup. So I'm currently waiting on laundry so that I can film my back to school outfits for you, because I realized that some of the things that I took with me on our trip are going to be part of my outfits. So I'm just sitting here cutting out counter pieces still, which I abandoned and didn't finish. So I thought we could just chat for a few minutes. So I kind of got a good amount of stuff done at my classroom yesterday, but not what I envisioned doing. And I feel like the first time that I go in every year is like that. I do a lot of staring and thinking and processing the fact that I'm actually back in my classroom, and I know I'm not alone in that. Other teachers talk about that whole phenomenon. Because after being like at home and doing whatever, whenever, your brain has to like readjust. But I did get my things moved to different zones in my classroom, which was a big project. If you saw that big, huge stack of stuff that we brought in. If you haven't watched that video, moving into my classroom, I'll link it up here so that you can. Anyway, I got it all moved to the different zones. But the reason why I got stopped was because I got some cubbies. I did manage to get some cubbies for my teacher stuff because I need things around me that I'm working with, so I don't have to always be going to that closet and pulling things out all day long or stacking things up on my table where I'm working, because I hate that. So I wanted to have some storage that was at arm's length so that I could more easily access the things. But I managed to find some that were like, you know, giveaways at the school, and I was waiting on the custodians to move them over because it's a nice solid piece and it's heavy. So I wasn't going to be able to do that, and Joe wasn't there anyway. I can move it like a little bit if I have him, but I'm not going to like carry it down a hall. It was like not in my building, it was in the next building over. And there's like a breezeway in between, and I was like, no. But they weren't expecting me to do that, but it's just that I can't put my teacher stuff away until I am able to actually get that set up and put things in there, and then I can determine what's going to go in the closet based on how much of my everyday usage stuff I'm able to put in the cubbies next to me. Also, the cubbies are going to serve as like a supply area on top, so the things in the bottom will be things that I access, and the things on the top will be like that's where I'm going to put my kid turn-in area for their papers and like different things like that. I probably will put my mailboxes there too for students. So anyway, there were a lot of things that were kind of hinging on me getting those cubbies set up, and I wasn't able to do that. And then my library, I could not unpack because my library bookshelf needs to be painted, and I didn't bring the paint. But I did go through some of the things, and I spent a lot of time like worrying about my titles for my bulletin boards, which was just a random thing that I did that I knew was on my list. And sometimes for me, because I'm very visual, getting some of those creative things done that make me feel like at home in my own space is like the best way for me to give myself like a little adrenaline hit, so that I have energy to do the other stuff that's like more tedious or I don't really feel like doing. So yeah. Anyway, the next time I go in, I will have cubbies up in the front of the room that I can organize things on, and I should have my cubbies, my teacher cubbies. I'm gonna need to get some contact paper to cover them because I'm not gonna have time, I don't think, to paint that much. I want to kind of be done with the painting after this weekend, so I'm not gonna want to paint another set of cubbies, but I'm gonna put some contact paper over them, and then that will do for now. And they're not in bad shape as far as the structure, the physical structure of them. You can just tell that they've been used a long time. They look worn out. So if I cover that part up, then they'll be fine. They're not, you know, they're not rickety or anything. So yeah, the letter thing slowed me down, took a whole lot longer. than I thought it was gonna take, and probably wasted way more time than I needed to waste, but I did get it done, and it probably would have taken me that long no matter when I did it. So I made myself a list, so the next time that I come in, I have a list on the board that I can refer to of the different things that I want to do, and I can add to it and, you know, cross things off and stuff like that so I can see my progress. So that was good, and I got to eat lunch with the other SIT team members, so that was really good. That's our school improvement team. They were meeting over the summer to finalize some things for the new school year, and they invited me to come to lunch. So anyway, next time I go in, definitely want to get a lot of things put away so that, I mean, there's things that need to be done before open house and there's things that just could be shoved in that big closet and I could work on it later. So I just have to prioritize and decide what I'm gonna do. By the time this video goes up, you will already have access to the classroom setup video because I am planning to put that out on Friday night or Saturday morning. I'm thinking probably Saturday morning. It depends on when we can get out there because I want to film another segment of it before I put it out. So yeah. Anyway, my letters are out in the car and I actually should walk out there. I don't know what I was thinking, but when I went down there to do my makeup, I totally spaced out and forgot that the letters that I brought home were in the back seat. And so when I came back up, well, I know why I forgot because it was pouring down rain and I was trying to dodge the raindrops to get back upstairs. But I need to get those and bring them upstairs because I bought some black poster board and I decided that I'm going to take part of my letters, the ones that I'm kind of like matching up two styles of letters for one of my boards or a couple of my boards. And in order to make them like flow together and look like they're supposed to be together, one of my letter fonts has like this black border around it. It's like a white space and then black border. And it really makes it pop. So my other one, it has white around the outside only. I want to mount them onto black poster board and just cut like a little edge so that it also has black around it. And I think that's gonna make it look really nice against the light blue wall. And it will make those kind of like blend together better and look like they're supposed to be together. So if you haven't watched my classroom setup 4 video, then a very brief synopsis is that I got stuck on my letters. I bought some letter packs and I went to make my titles for my bulletin boards, piece out all my letters, and realized I didn't have enough of each actual letter of the alphabet for the different titles that I wanted to do. So I'm kind of combining 2 different fonts. So yeah, and you can watch more about that in my classroom setup video, which will be linked to this video. You can watch it after this one. Anyway, so back to teacher clothes for the beginning of the school year. So I'm gonna need an outfit for the first day, of course. And that should be really cute because there'll be like picture opportunities and, you know, I always want to take like a back to school picture for me and all of that. And I want an outfit for open house that is approachable, you know, as I meet parents. I don't want to be like too stiff. I want it to be like fun, and parents want their kids to have like a fun, sweet teacher, right? That's what I wanted when my kids were in school. So I need an outfit that says sweet and fun because I am both of those things, and not everybody knows that about me. But yeah, that is my personality in the classroom when everything is going right. when I have support and all of that I need. That is my classroom demeanor, I should say. So yeah, I want an outfit that shows my personality and is still professional, you know, but comfortable. And then I want some other outfits for the week that are also like comfortable, but yet professional. So I'll probably wear like a dress or a skirt for back to school night. I think one of the items that I have in mind is like a one and done dress that I got over the summer that I really like. It's black and it's nice, but it is cotton and it's not too fancy. And then I can wear like maybe some cute jewelry or something to make it, I don't know, kind of like less formal and show my personality. And I like it because it's like simple and easy to throw on for open house. And then for the first day of school, I'll probably wear a dress or a skirt. I usually do, a comfortable and cute one. And then the rest of the week, I might mix it up a little bit, like wear a pantsuit. When I say suit, I mean wear a one piece, like a jumper for one of the days. My room has actually been really hot. There's something wrong with the like the unit that cools my room, and they have to like clean out something every week to keep it working properly. And so I don't want to wear, I don't know. I was like at first gonna go out and buy like multiple little cardigans to go with my outfits, but I might just go get one simple one and call it a day, because if my room is gonna be warm all the time, then it'd probably just be something that I would wear going out the door or when I go to recess, but not something that I'm gonna be able to wear in the classroom because I'll be too warm. Hey Baxie, how you doing? Mommy's just cutting. Nothing fun here. Nothing yummy either. So we will look at my wardrobe, and the nice thing is that even if I don't get all of my stuff washed, since I have my basics, there's like lots of different ways that my back to school teacher outfits could go, because I can mix and match a lot of the things that I own. Ooh, I'm excited. Look who's here. It's the UPS man. He is bringing me my borders. Yay. Whew. These things seem shorter than expected. Are these my borders? They are my borders. Oh. I don't know if this is going to be enough. I might have to order more. I know you're not supposed to use your teeth for that, but I just did. Okay, let's look. So they're little like campfires and tents, and then plaid, and then there's supposed to be 2 other colors in here. They are, man, I think I'm gonna run out of border. That's frustrating. Okay, so the other one is like this, trees and signs. And then this is my favorite one of all, actually. Bears, brown bears. Aren't they cute? I love those. Let's see, I have, see how short they are? They're like, this is like a half, maybe even smaller than a half of a normal border. No wonder they were like a good price. I was like, oh, these are a good price. No, they're not. They have like a third. What a chip. Okay, so let's see how many I have. That's like one border. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one little thing. So I could probably do a square out of my big rectangles with these. That's what I'm thinking. And these would be the same. So there's like 4 squares. That's nowhere near enough. So I think I'm gonna have to order another pack on Friday, but they were cheap, so. And they came really fast too, so I guess that's a good thing. They're kind of shiny, so they're already sort of like that laminated feel. So I probably won't even laminate them. I'll probably just leave them the way that they are. Not wasting any laminating paper. Hi, bud. Want me to throw your raccoon again? All right. So there's that. Let's put this back in here until we get to school. Let me see. Your raccoon. Gonna have to see how much it cost me to order another one. I think it was like $7.99, which makes sense now because that's about, like the normal ones are like $15, $14.99. So now I understand. It's the only thing with ordering on Amazon. Sometimes you get exactly what you think you're getting. Sometimes you don't. Having tug of war, and Baxter is winning. Aren't you, Baxy? You win a tug of war. You got a strong jaw. Wonk, wonk. You want to go get him? Okay, so I put all my letters in here. So I'm gonna laminate these. I hear the washer and dryer though, so I'm gonna go switch my laundry, and I'll come back after my clothes are ready.